welcome to Office Blokes Confidential. I'm Office Bloke Dave.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
I wasn't ready for that. I'm Office Bloke Daz. I wondered what we were doing.
Just getting serious for a minute. That's all that was.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So, as people know, we are in trouble with YouTube. So we are trying our hardest to bring back some other things, try some new things, original stuff on the way that just takes more filming and a bit more creativity.
Yeah. Got some really good stuff lined up.
Yeah, so keep your eye out. And as always, loads of stuff on Patreon, which we're still uploading reactions to regularly. But I'm going to carry on doing serious voice because it's confidential, and that's what this is about.
Was it your serious voice?
Okay. Yeah, it's my patronising voice, actually.
Right.
But, you know. Hi, blokes. Just call me Sam. I'm a 45-year-old guy from Akron, Ohio. Akron. This is my dilemma. We had this couple as friends for the last 10 plus years. With not many reasons, my wife asked me to stop talking to them as she thought they weren't good people in general and we needed better friends. So we did. About 2 months go by and my ex-friend's wife contacts me to let me know that my wife was cheating for years, and now that we aren't friends anymore, she doesn't need to be silent anymore, as she always thought it was fucked up, and then told me in detail about how she was able to meet with this guy, how she lied to me, what friends pretended to go out with her, even who babysat our kid when I was out of town working. That's dark. I thought it was going to be the husband of the friend.
Yeah,
right.
So did I.
Funny enough, the doctor was the one... Whoa. That's a bit of a jump. Funny enough, this doctor was the one that paid for liposuction, was the one that gave her liposuction that I paid for. So she's having an affair with a doctor that gave her liposuction.
Oh, that's a big no-no as well in the medical world.
Well,
yeah.
You can get struck off for that.
Yeah.
This all happened about 2 weeks ago. I haven't done anything. I'm honestly still in shock. We have what seemed like a healthy family and we've been married for 15 years. I found this guy on Facebook. I also know he's even married. I haven't decided yet on what to do. All options are on the table. Should I take the high road? Try and fuck with this guy's life or disappear without saying a word? Thanks, guys. Keep doing what you do.
Right.
I know what I think.
Go on then.
I think personally, especially with how litigious it is in the States, and we're very similar, and I know this is not the best sort of, you're not going to be perceived the best, but I think you need evidence, to be honest. You know, if you leave and then she just goes, fuck him, and starts blaming you, she's just going to take everything and you're going to be one of these, you're going to be screwed. But if there's any evidence whatsoever that you can present to a court of infidelity, you've always been right, and then she's cheated on you, then you're going to be looked upon much more favourably when it comes to time with your kids, what do they call that, alimony, payments, the divorce settlement, all that sort of stuff. I'd gather evidence before you do anything. I wouldn't show you cards just yet. That's just me who's damaged.
What would you do?
I don't know. Is he
What's your advice?
splitting up from her, or is he not? Is that what he's asking to do?
I think that's what
He's
he's
asking what should his next steps be. Do you want to hear what I've got to say while you ponder yours?
Yeah, go on then.
What I would do is I'd set all my ducks in order. I'd got my ducks in a row, in a way of like finance. In my mind, the next level would be I'm gonna be leaving, but before I do, I'm gonna make sure I've got everything lined up to hit you with one strike. So I think
evidence.
just say could be evidence, or you gather your evidence is part of getting everything lined up, right? So I'd also make it very uncomfortable all the way through by arranging things like, I've come across it. I'd make an appointment to go and see him. You know, and sort of thing, and then
getting a bit jiggly around the sides again. Should we go and see your lipo doctor?
Befriend him. Do you want to go out with your wife for dinner with my wife?
Well, that's dark.
Right? Mess with their heads. And then on Christmas Day say, right, you two are together. We know that. Here's the evidence. I'm off. See you around. And then everything I've been gathering, tucked away, and I'm off. Boom, into the distance.
Who gets the kids?
Hey, me, I'm in the back of the car when I'm driving.
Yeah, I think that depends. See, when there's kids involved as well, you have to be careful how you go about it, I think. If you look that you're a bit vindictive or you're trying to put her through a load of shit, then...
But you're not, you're just squaring it off, you're just boxing it off, what she's been doing.
Yeah. It's not something to do on a Christmas Day, I don't think, again.
Yeah, got
for the kids
memorable.
And stuff like that. You know.
Make it memorable.
Get the evidence. enough that's irrefutable evidence of the affair. So whether that's an admission of guilt in a conversation that's been recorded, or confronting the guy, or the friend giving all the evidence of who's done this and stuff. But you need hard evidence, and then just serve her in front of all of her friends. Forget the kids, keep the kids out of it, but just serve her with
the hard evidence. The hard evidence is going to be hard to come by, as far as doing things like that. I think once they know, that's when it gets interesting. That's when, but then by this time you've built up everything, so you've got all your shit in order, all your finances in order, everything is on your side. You've got everything hidden away and locked away where no one can get access to it. You've boxed that off. Now you've just got to confront them and sort of like say, I know what's going on, and this is what I've been doing. I've watched you. You went out that night. You went out. Even make him as awkward as he can. I just make it as awkward as possible. Where just everyone's just sort of like looking away instead. I'll just go on that note. Jingle bells, and I'm off on my reindeer.
I would...
If she was, because then you could say, listen, I've got evidence, blah, blah, blah. This is the deal I want, if that's what he's after. Like,
but there's another side of it as well you've got to look at. There's got another side. The friend who was a friend might be after the guy. She might be making something up and have issues in her own marriage. I might be thinking, but I like him, so if I make up a story, I can bounce with him.
That friend was also happy to lie. She's not your friend. That friend, just because she's come forward now, she's been lying to your face for ages.
But the other side of it as well, if your missus needs liposuction like that, is she worth being with anyway? Hey, fatty bum bum over here, let's sling it.
No, I just thought if they were still seeing each other, then he could threaten to say, listen, I want this, that and the other, or I'll go to the authorities and your boyfriend will get struck off, like you said.
That's a bit of a Karen move, that.
Oh, I'd have him struck off.
To be fair.
Yeah, he's been a dick.
I think he is...
Slapping your missus.
I think he is kind of irrelevant in this.
No, he's not. Because he's married as well, remember?
No, that, but that's between him and his wife. Your wife has cheated on you. You've got to deal with that situation.
But he's a part of the jigsaw. So dealing part of that jigsaw, he's saying, you know what, you've took advantage of her. Who knows if she had to be, she might have woke up with a prick in her mouth, one of them type things.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know, with liposuction, I'm thinking you've got to go under some kind of anaesthetic, right?
I think they do it awake.
You do?
I think so. Yeah.
But whichever way, anyway, he's broke the code of the medical world, hasn't he?
Of course he has. Yeah, absolutely. And that's something that this other guy can say.
Serious.
Listen, I want. This is the type of deal I want. If that's what he's looking for, a way out of the marriage.
Yeah, he's ruined your world as such.
I can either just get this deal and call it quits, or go our separate ways, or I've got evidence that you've been messing around with a doctor, and I can get him struck off, especially if she's still seeing him. I'd have him in
on the conversation though.
It needs to be.
I'd be like, you need to come round with your missus because we've got something to discuss.
It needs to be irrefutable evidence. That's the thing. It can't just be he said, she said, because I mean, through a divorce, you go into court. You literally go into court.
You gather your evidence, right? You gather your evidence on the side without any. You play happy families, do whatever. You go up and above to make it even more uncomfortable for them, right? But in the meantime, you box it all off, and then you get them round and you say, "I need to talk. I've got something I want to talk about." Bring them all round. They'll be like, "Oh, what's going on here? Do you want more liposuction?" Yeah. Shove this rod up your arse and suck it, and then that's right. And then it'd be like, "This is what I've got. What do you want to do about it?"
Yeah.
How are you going to play this? Because I know what my game is. I want to know what your game is. How do you want me to play it? And what have you got to say? Because I've got evidence. I've got firm evidence of what's been going on here.
Don't forget, some of the evidence will be through her ex-friend. She would have been privy to conversations from her.
Yeah, but
I bet she was saying, "I'm seeing this guy, blah blah blah."
That's not really.
It's not really evidence. That's just the hearsay.
That's a disgruntled ex-friend that wants to say stuff about you. That's
she might have evidence. She might have pictures. She might have tape things, or
I mean, you get your own shit.
Yeah, well, what you do is once you've gathered all of this circumstantial evidence and all of this stuff from this friend, you sit the wife down for a conversation, but you record the conversation.
Well, that's why I was saying,
you just say, "Listen, I'm fully aware." You lay everything out that's been told to you, and then when she finally goes, "You know what, you got me, I'm so sorry, take me back, it was a mistake, blah, blah, blah." Now you've got your actual evidence that you can go to the courts with and say, "She was cheating, look at the recording, blah, blah, blah," and then you take the kids and you run away to Mexico.
You don't have to run away.
Live happily
you don't have to run away. Part of the deal is I'm having control. And if you don't like it, your whole world's going to come tumbling down. You put it to them and sort of like say, "Listen, don't try and sort of like think this ain't going to be easy for you." And you say that's why you get them all in. You say to the doctor, "You started this, right? So you could even go back to your wife, who's also sat there, right? And you can deny it all you want and say, you know what? It's not going to work with her. She's now with you. I don't want her anymore. She's now your property, right? So there she is, and now it's between the three of you to sort out. But if you want me to take it further, I'm going to take the kids, and I'm going to have the house, and I'm going to do everything here. You're the one moving out. If you bother me, you're going to be found out about medical negligence, so you'll be struck off. And then you'll be with him, and you're not coming back here. So then you have to make an own life. You can have the kids if that's the case, and you can come back and try and fight, but you're not going to get anywhere because I've got the evidence boxed off here.
That's why I was saying, is she still seeing him? Because if she's not, then he's not going to be able to get any proper evidence like that, is he? All he will have is the circumstantal hearsaying what people are saying.
Yeah, I'd proper mess with their heads, man. I'd be proper I'd spend all my time just dicking about.
Thing is, if there
just
was
like being a proper arsehole.
Yeah. If there was no kids involved and you weren't married, you could just go, I know you've been cheating, go fuck yourself. And
I'm off.
And you just
yeah,
walk.
that's 100%.
You just go.
100% I'd be like that.
Yeah.
That'd be me.
That'd
be me 100%. I'd wait for the right time on that one.
Yeah.
I'd dick about, so I knew everything, and then all of a sudden the penny would drop with them all and go, he knows.
I'd be straight
as I'm
out,
driving off.
Yeah.
And they'll go, and I'll say, see ya, never again.
But because they've got kids, if they have got a property together, then it's
and they're married.
Then he needs something out of it. He just can't say, see ya.
Even if it's a property, you can have it.
But do you want to pay alimony to your cheating ex-wife for the rest of your life because she cheated on you?
And that's another thing you box off as well. You're saying this, by the way, while we're in this conversation, you're going to be paying me a monthly fee. You're going to be paying me a monthly fee. Otherwise, you're done.
Going for blackmail.
100%.
Right. Okay.
It's not blackmail. It's not blackmail. It's not blackmail as such. It's just I'll keep this.
I have information that I will keep to myself if you pay me.
If you
That's
you
not
just
blackmail. You're right.
Well, you've got to pay. You pay her to keep her, and then she can pay me the alimony to look after the kids and make sure.
Well,
the kids
alimony
are safe.
is marriage. That's not the kids.
Well,
the kids is a separate thing.
You know what I mean.
Because guys in this situation can end up paying the alimony, which is your sort of. You can end up paying a divorce settlement. You can end up paying your monthly alimony to the ex-wife, and you can end up paying child support.
And I'd want all the money
someone
back.
who cheated on you and has taken your kids away.
Yeah, and I'd want all the money back for the liposuction.
Put the fat back in.
Put the fat back in. Yeah,
put the fat back in, and then I'll forgive you.
These cheeks. Take them out of that cheeks. Put me in these cheeks. Big arse face like that.
Yeah, it's an awkward one, that, and unfortunately, I hate to say it, but I'm a little bit cynical about being married nowadays for that reason. I think for most people, it's not for like half of people, it's fine.
For what reason?
Well, the fact that you'd have to then go evidence gathering rather than just go, you know what, go fuck yourself, I'm done with you.
You could do that as well.
How much better would the world be if when someone treats you like that, you just go, I'm out, bye, and then you just leave? But you have to go to court and petition to the courts to see who was at fault and all that sort of stuff.
Not everyone does, because sometimes it's done amicably outside of courts.
Very rare.
Yeah, very rare.
Done amicably. That's the thing.
Because the world's fell apart for somebody.
People smell money.
The woman who's cheating, she may well go and go, do you know what? I didn't want to leave him ever. It was just a bit of fun. You know, it was a little bit on the side. I'm quite happy with him. I don't want to leave him. Well, and then he'll go, it's fucking too late, mate.
What if they stay together as a happy family, but he gets a pass? He gets like a 2-month pass to go.
2 months? No, you need more than that. You need more than that.
Maybe going forward, along with the marriage certificate, everyone should have maybe a prenup saying things go tits up. That's the deal in place.
Yeah, but you might not have anything before you go into it. I didn't have anything when I married Gaynor. Nothing.
Yeah.
No, I had about 28 quid.
It's so cynical, but at the end of the day, it's the lawyers that win this situation always. They're the ones who make loads of money. And it's sad. You should be together because you want to be together, not because you're scared of leaving because you're going to be skint for the rest of your life.
But I'd box it. I'd forget finance. Finance doesn't even come into it for me. For me, box it all off where you've got everything lined up. You're secure for what you want to do on this side. You've got everything you want to do, whether it's financial, whether it's the house is tied up, or everything on your side is all tied up, and then you go after it. It might take 6 years to get that all tied up. Do it.
I couldn't be with someone for 6 years that I hated.
I'd make
was cheating on me.
I couldn't because I'd be so nice.
It'd take a lot out, you wouldn't it?
I'd be so fake.
They'd know within 5 minutes of me seeing him after I found that information out.
Yeah.
It's like, why are you looking at me like that? Looking at you like, what? You've been sharpening that kitchen knife for a bit too long. Just stared at me.
But I wouldn't. Nothing to come into it with like a violent sort of thing. For me, I just make it very, very, very awkward for everybody, where everyone's life will be fucking flipped like that, and I'd do it on a day to remember, Christmas Day. Morning, everyone. I've made breakfast. Got some friends coming over.
Yeah. I heard about this person who put crushed glass in their spouse's food for a few years and they just died. And they just get into true crime.
I wouldn't be doing it.
Get into true crime too much. Every night when you're in bed, put on a true crime thing about someone killing their spouse.
I just flip it. I just flip it all up. I just flip it all up once and then just have everything over there and just go, by the way, I'm out of here. Come on, kids, let's go. car will be loaded up. Everyone will just be sat around going, "What the fuck's just happened?" And that woman will be like, "You've had an affair with my husband. You've had an affair with her."
Yeah.
And I'll just be like, driving down the road.
See ya.
let them to sort the shit out, because someone's going to miss out. Unless all three of them live happily ever after together, which I doubt it will happen.
Unlikely.
But someone's lives are going to be flipped. And then a letter will be also in the mail about the medical negligence.
Yeah. Hopefully the kids are old enough that it's not a court issue with the kids. They could say, I want to be with dad, or I want to be with mum, or whatever. If we take the kids out of the equation, be as nasty as you like, but you don't want to go scarring some kids just because their mums are...
Yeah.
But even that legal letter, just drop it into the mailbox as he's looking at you and go... That's gone to your employers. That's gone to the medical council to let them know what you've done. So when you get back into work after the Christmas holidays, good luck.
You won't be there much longer.
That doctor could be a predator.
Could be.
How many of those women that he
put that'll be all in the letter.
Yeah,
to the medical world.
Yeah, he's pulling your Bill Cosby.
Yeah, I said it could be a few. You could have a.
Is that what you call your bit, Bill Cosby?
Yeah, well, there's some very mixed information now. I'm not suggesting that you act upon any of it.
Yeah, go for it, Sam. Do what I said. Christmas is coming. You've got time.
Yeah. Well, you said 6 years to gather the evidence, so...
Might have been already gathered. It depends how long it takes.
Christmas 2029, you can drop the bombshell.
Depends how long it takes. Just do it so it's so awkward.
Yeah. There's a wide spectrum of advice there.
Very much so. Yeah.
Plenty to choose from.
Plenty to go at.
Yeah, well, cheers for that. As always, make sure you email us officeblokesreact@gmail.com with your confidential submissions. We can leave your name off it, but please do let us know if you want us to do that.
Yep.
You might enjoy being named and shamed, if that's your thing, Lee. Then, go for it. Cheers for that one, guys.
Yeah, cheers. See ya.
Nice.